Good morning, everybody. It is super fucking early. I don't know what day it is. I think it's the first. It's the first. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day. Today, I woke up super early. 6 o'clock. For me, that's pretty early. I know for a lot of people, it's like, oh, I'm getting up at 5 and I'm grinding all day. But, for me, getting up at 6 is very, very early. I'm actually going to try to go to the gym now. Not now. It's, it's 8 o'clock right now. So I'm probably going to go ahead and make breakfast, eat, and then go to the gym. Go straight to school afterwards, probably. And just spend the whole day at school studying. I got so much stuff to do. I'm very stressed out right now. As far as the weigh-in goes, I'm not concerned about it at all, to be honest. I had a really bad day on Saturday. Ate way too many calories. Was really dumb, actually, what I did. Well, I want to go ahead and get some fucking caffeine in me. The good thing about getting up at 6 in the morning every day is I just have so much more time to do stuff. So, and in the evenings, I lose a lot of motivation to do stuff. So, I hope getting up at 6 in the morning is going to be a good thing. So, with that being said, I will talk to you guys probably before the gym. Alright, you guys already know what's going on. We've got our fruit punch and the pump, our fruit punch, our green apple flight, and our creatine in this nice little shaker bottle right here. For those of you who are curious, basically are going to kill the bottle next time. So, I'm going to head on over to the gym, crush today. Got squats today, bench today, 4x5. Yeah. Welcome to the commentary part of the video. Squats went extremely well today. 220 for a 5x5. I did throw a belt on, and to be honest, I still don't really feel like it makes that much of a difference on squats. At least not at this particular junction. Not like the deadlifts. When I'm doing belted deadlifts, it's night and day how much easier or smoother, I should say, not necessarily easier, but smoother the deadlifting experience is versus when I put on the belt for the squat. I didn't really feel that much different than I normally do. So I'm probably going to leave the belt off. I might put it back on once I reach 300 pounds. Once I get up to squatting 300 pounds, or if I'm trying for a 1 rep max attempt or whatever, I'll probably belt up just to be safe. But at this current juncture, there's no reason to be wearing a belt, in my opinion. Unlike on volume day last week, where I felt like it restricted my breathing, I actually didn't feel it too much today, despite I think being at a heavier body weight, so I'm not too sure what that was all about. Maybe it's just my cardiovascular system, work capacity, etc., which I definitely need to keep working on. But like I mentioned, 220 for a 4x5 went very smooth. I was happy with all of these reps, all of them. I think my squat is starting to really come. I'm not exactly too sure if that's because of the weight reset. We'll see what happens when we get back up to 235. But honestly, I couldn't be any happier with the form. And this is despite working out in the morning, which is something I'm usually not doing. But oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I misgrooved right there, and I thought about bailing, and I even thought about racking the weight here, but I just dug in, and I was like, you know what, that was just a misgroove, let me recover a little bit, and I'm going to hit these last reps, and I did get them, I got all my reps. So, back to what I was saying, training in the morning, I feel like it didn't make that much of a difference. Now, I did get a good hearty breakfast, I ate about 500 calories or so, so I'm pretty sure that training in the morning versus the evening, at least for me, I haven't noticed a big difference now if I start getting up into using heavier weights, with higher intensity or more volume inducive work. The timing might be different, but right now it just doesn't really make that much of a difference. So glad to see that because I was really worried about a performance decrease as I start to do some morning workouts. And obviously, there are going to be days where I can't do morning workouts. I have to do evening workouts. So that those are always going to be fine. Like I'm perfectly fine working out at night. And again, it happened again. I I went up and I was coming back down. I almost bailed, but I just pushed through it. And I'm really happy with the fact that I managed to do that. Bench 210 4x5 went relatively smoothly. A couple of these reps are grinders, and a couple of them may be questionable on the pauses. But overall, again, I'm very pleased with the performance on the bench press. Gonna move up back to 215 next week. I'm not too sure if the 4x5 is there, to be honest. I still feel like not to the point where I think I'm going to just stay at 210. I definitely want to go up to 215 and be working with that weight because who knows, it could be there. But with the way that some of these reps were feeling, and the technique breakdown a little bit towards the end of these sets, with the way that all that happened, I'm honestly not too sure about if the 215 for 4 sets of 5 after squats, if that is there. I'm hoping that my volume day is there because that'll put a bit more perspective on this bench press. But to be honest, I'm comfortable with my bench press progressing at a very slow rate. Honestly, it's my best lift, relatively speaking, and I'm much more focused right now on my lower body lifts. I'm not focused that much on my upper body lifts, except for my back lifts. Like I want to get better at chin ups and rows and stuff like that. But as far as lower body lifts are concerned, I'm absolutely more focused on those versus my upper body lifts. Like I just don't really care, honestly. Like the bench is starting to become like one of those non-factors for me as I grind out this very last rep. Um, and I just don't really care about progression on that lift as much as I do about my squat and my deadlift. That's for sure right now. So we got into these barbell rows, 150 for 8. I think at this point, I did get my 3x8, so we are moving up, but honestly, I'm not too sure how much I can progress linearly on this lift. I'm starting to get to the point where these are becoming very increasingly difficult, and I really wish I was doing dumbbell rows. I'm more comfortable doing dumbbell rows. I like dumbbell rows way more than barbell rows. Never have liked barbell rows, but regardless, they're in this program. I definitely don't know if 155 for a 3x8 is there, to be honest. So we'll play that by ear. Tricep extensions, 60 pounds, 3x10. These are actually not that difficult. I was surprised at how easy this was, considering I'm used to doing press downs and not with a rope. So doing these extensions with the rope, uh, I was just surprised at how easy these were. They burned, so that's good. And also, I started doing them with my back against the pad because I wanted to make sure I'm doing them relatively strict. I don't want too much body English on these. But overall, very pleased with this. But this is another one where I'm not too sure how much longer I can linearly progress on a system like this. I think 65, maybe 70 is there. Depends on how much meat I can add to my triceps in that time. Finished up with some barbell curls. I had originally planned to do 55, but I did like one set of 55, and that was way too easy. So I decided to throw 2.5 pounds on each side and do 2 sets of 10 with 60. So I'm counting that as doing 60 because even this 60 wasn't very difficult. So overall, very pleased with this workout. Definitely going to be going up on everything, and that's always a good sign. I'm hoping that this this progression continues throughout the duration of the time I'm running this program and the time that I'm cutting. I really don't want to stall. And if I do, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do about it. So, anyway, we'll worry about that later. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next one.